Hello students, this is my second lecture on MFT and here I will discuss coordinate systems and transformation between rectangular to cylindrical, that circular cylindrical coordinate system. So first let me tell you what is coordinate systems. Actually in MFT we are dealing with some points or vectors or fields. So a point or vector can be represented in any curvilinear coordinate system which may be orthogonal or non-orthogonal. So if I have to deal with this vector or point, I must know how to represent this, and we represent this vector or point in a curvilinear coordinates, any curvilinear coordinate system, and this curvilinear coordinate system is something like a coordinate system which has curve in it. And normally we are dealing with, or it is easy to work with an orthogonal system. And orthogonal system is one in which coordinates are mutually perpendicular, and its example are Cartesian coordinate system, circular cylindrical coordinate system, spherical coordinate system, elliptical, cylindrical, conical. There are other orthogonal coordinate systems also, but the most widely used orthogonal coordinate systems are rectangular coordinate system, it is also known as Cartesian coordinate system, then circular cylindrical coordinate system and spherical coordinate system. I will explain this in this in this lecture. I will focus mainly on rectangular and circular coordinate system. So Cartesian coordinate system or rectangular coordinate system is the system we will normally dealing this Cartesian coordinate system is something in which we are normally dealing with. Okay, so it is like x, y, z that we see in our daily life. You can look around your room, it has walls, floors, so it is like x, y, z coordinate system. So what is happening here, we will first see the limits on this x, y, z. So this is how we represent coordinate system. Suppose this is x coordinate or x axis, this is y direction, and this is z direction. So this x, y, z, they are orthogonal, or they are mutually orthogonal to each other. Now we can see that this x can vary from minus infinity to plus infinity, and since infinity is a hypothesis, so it cannot be equal to infinity. So it is x is between minus infinity to plus infinity, so here no equality sign will be there. Y can vary from minus infinity to plus infinity, and z can vary from minus infinity to plus infinity. So these are the range of x, y, z coordinate in Cartesian coordinate system. And in this Cartesian coordinate system, any vector a may be written like this. In bracket, just write component along x, component along y, and component along z, that is ax, ay, az. This capital Ax, capital Ay, and capital Az are component along x direction, component along y direction, and component along z direction. And suppose this is your vector a. Suppose this is your, here I have some vector a. So this will be your ax, this will be your ay, and this along component of this a along z direction will be az. So we can write it in another way like this also: ax in direction of ax plus ay in direction of ay plus az in direction of az. This small ax cap, small ay cap, and small az cap are unit vectors along x, y, and z direction. And then comes to circular coordinate system. Okay. Next is circular cylindrical coordinate system, and points in this circular cylindrical coordinate systems are represented by rho, phi, z, where rho is radius of, okay, this is the cut section or view of circular cylindrical coordinates. Here this is the point, Okay, this is the point actually, P, and rho is radius of the cylinder passing through P, or this is radial distance from Z axis. So it is radial distance of point P from this Z axis. Phi is azimuthal angle, actually it is known as azimuthal angle, and it is measured from this x axis in xy plane only. So this is your point P. I just draw a line, I take its projection on xy plane, and then this angle phi, which is actually this is parallel to this rho, yeah. So phi is your azimuthal angle, and it is measured from x axis in xy plane, and Z is same as Cartesian coordinate system. So let me show how to draw this. Just suppose this is your, first draw this XYZ axis. This is your x, this is your y, and this is your z axis. Then to draw the cylindrical coordinate system, make a line parallel to y axis, another parallel to x axis, and then parallel to z axis, like this. Now join these ends here and here. So your circular cylindrical coordinate system is ready. Now your point P, suppose here, this is your point P, then this is your radial distance from Z axis, and this will be the direction of A rho, and this is your rho. Then just draw a line parallel to this Z, which cuts this curved line, and then just meet to these 2 points, this point and this point. Then this is your angle phi, or this is your azimuthal angle phi, and this height is your Z. So this is your A rho, this will be your A phi, and here you have A Z. So this is the circular cylindrical coordinate system. Okay, it is not very clear, but you know how to draw it. Okay, so this is your circular cylindrical coordinate system. Now what are its range? So let me draw it again, or let me just copy it from here. Okay, but I cannot copy it. Okay, so see, I can move this. Rho is actually what? Rho is radial distance, and radius cannot be negative. So this rho varies from 0 to infinity. This rho can be 0. Actually here I made some mistake, so I rectify it. So this rho can be 0, but it cannot be infinity. So rho is from 0 to infinity. At 0 means this is origin, that on this Z axis only. Then phi can vary from 0 to pi. See, here to here I can move this phi. If see, this was your coordinate system. Okay, so this was your phi. Now I can move this phi from here, starting from here to again here. Now moving forward will again come in this range. So phi will be from 0 to 2 pi, and your z is just as in the rectangular coordinate system, so z can be from minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay, so these are the range of these coordinates, these coordinates in circular cylindrical coordinate system. Now a vector in any vector in circular cylindrical coordinate may be written like this: a rho a phi az. This a rho is component along a rho, a phi is component along a phi, az is component along az. So a rho a phi az in bracket, or simply as in case of rectangular coordinate system, here I can write it like this: a rho in direction of a rho plus a phi in direction of a phi plus az in direction of az, where a rho, a phi and az are unit vector in rho, phi and z direction. As I have just discussed about the limits on this rho, phi, z in cylindrical coordinate system, you can see this limit phi from this figure also. Suppose this is the cylindrical coordinate system, and if the point is here, in that case this p can be projected here on xy plane, and this phi will be this angle here. So maximum phi can be from 0 to 2 pi, that you can see from this figure also, and this red line shows actually the back side of this cylindrical coordinate system. Now here one must be cautious about the fact that the coordinate phi, this a phi, it is not necessary to have a phi in degree. A phi assume the unit of vector a. For example, suppose I am provided with a vector v which is 5 in the direction of a phi meter per second, then here this a phi is in meter per second, and the magnitude of the vector a will be a rho square plus a phi square plus az square under root. So this here a rho, a phi and az are mutually perpendicular. Like I said that these rectangular coordinate system, cylindrical coordinate system and spherical coordinate system are orthogonal system. So the axes or coordinates are mutually perpendicular, and here the coordinates are a rho, means directions are along a rho, a phi and az. So these are mutually perpendicular, and vector and dot product for these vectors are like a rho dot a phi, means a rho dot a phi equals to a phi dot az equals to az dot a rho equals to 0. A rho dot a rho will be 1, a phi dot a phi will be 1, and az dot az will be 1. And this phi, rho, phi, z are in cyclic order. Like in x, y, z plane or rectangular coordinate plane, we have x, y, z in cyclic order. Similarly, in circular cylindrical coordinate system, we will have rho, phi, z in cyclic order. So here what we have, we will have a rho cross a phi equals to az, like I have written here, and this a phi cross az will be a rho, this is, and then az cross a rho will be a phi, like written here. So this is the cyclic order, and how we do dot and cross product in circular cylindrical coordinate system. Now next I will show you how to convert circular cylindrical coordinate system or any point in one coordinate system to another coordinate system. So here suppose the point P is here, this point P shown here, see this is point P, so I have just drawn this only here. So point P is here, and this point P is in circular cylindrical coordinate. Now I want to convert this point P in rectangular coordinate system, or we can do vice versa, that is any point P in rectangular coordinate system can be converted back to, or can be converted into circular cylindrical coordinate system. So how we can do that? See here it is the point P in circular cylindrical coordinate system, and its projection on x y plane is like this. See this is the rho, so its projection or its part which is along x-axis, or its component, actually it is the component of this along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So to get the component of this point P along x-axis, what we do, we just take projection of this point or this row on xy plane and then find this component. Okay, so this component is y, because this component is x because it is along x-axis. This component is y because it is along y-axis. So I have just drawn this xy plane here in 2D. So see, this is the length rho, phi is angle from x-axis toward this rho. So what is this x? X will be from this triangle, x is what? X is rho cos phi, y is what? Rho sin phi. So and z is z. So the points will be like, suppose the point P in circular cylindrical coordinate system is rho phi z, and its equivalent in rectangular coordinate system is x y z. Then x is what? X is rho cos phi, y is rho sin phi, and z is what? Z is z only. Now if I want to convert this x y z, suppose I am provided with x y z and I want to calculate rho phi z, then what I can do? Okay, consider this figure only. So suppose this is x, this is y, this is phi. So from this figure I can see rho is what? Rho is nothing but x square plus y square under root. Phi is what? Phi is tan inverse of y upon x, and z is z only. Okay, now the fact that phi is tan inverse y upon x, so here I must be cautious about this values of y and x, means sign of y and x, because tan inverse of 1 upon 2 is not same as tan inverse of minus 1 upon minus 2. Although this 1 upon 2 and minus 1 upon minus 2 are mathematically same, but tan inverse of 1 upon 2 and tan inverse of minus 1 upon minus 2 are not same. Why? Because tan inverse 1 upon 2 is something like, the point is here, x is positive, y is positive, so this point is something here, so it is in first quadrant, that means angle is between 0 to 45 degree. Again tan inverse of minus 1 upon minus 2, so x is also negative, y is also negative, that means here x is negative and y is negative, so this is your tan inverse of minus 1 upon minus 2, and this angle is between 180 to 270. And similarly tan inverse of minus 1 upon 2 and tan inverse of 1 upon minus 2 are not same, because minus 1 this minus 1 upon 2 is something here, x is negative, y is positive, and this tan inverse of 1 upon minus 2 means x is positive, y is negative, so this is here. Okay, I have written it like here, this is wrong, it should be 1 comma minus 2, so please rectify it. So and this angle, actually this angle is between 90 to 180, and this angle is between 270 to 360. So take care of this whenever you are going to convert one coordinate system to other. Okay, now from equation 1, if I am going to use equation 1, that means I am provided with rho, phi and z, and I have to calculate values of x, y, z from the values of rho, phi, z. That means I am converting this circular coordinate system to rectangular coordinate system, and in equation 2 I am converting, see here I must be provided with x, y, z, and I will calculate rho phi z. That means I am converting a point P in rectangular coordinate system to circular cylindrical coordinate system. Now this is just a point conversion or variable conversion, but a vector function in one coordinate system require two steps to transform it to another coordinate system, because I am just converting here point from one coordinate system to another coordinate system, but these vectors have some component, directional component also. So now I will take that vector component. This is just a point, now I am going to take the vector component. So suppose in rectangular coordinate vector, the vector is ax in direction of ax plus ay in direction of ay plus az in direction of az, and its equivalent in circular cylindrical coordinate system B. Suppose this is denoted by B, and it is b rho in direction of a rho plus b phi in direction of a phi plus bz in direction of az. Okay, so I have to calculate b rho b phi bz, and this b rho b phi bz must be in terms of only rho phi z, because it is in circular coordinate system, and in circular coordinate system we denote any point or vector in terms of rho phi z only. Okay, so how we do that? To do that, we can use the relation as I told in lecture 1, that a component of vector c along any vector d is given by c dot ad. This ad is unit vector along direction or along vector d. Okay, so c dot ad gives you component of vector c along vector d. So what is this b rho? B rho is actually component of vector a along a rho. See here, component means when I am calculating x, ax means a component along ax, that means that is component of this point along. Okay, this is for rectangular to cylindrical. For rectangular to cylindrical, that means a point is given in rectangular and I am going in cylindrical form. Okay, this relation, this equation 1 and 2, this is for just point conversion or variable conversion. But to convert a vector, I need two steps. Okay, so because it has direction also associated with it. So let me assume I am provided with vector a in rectangular coordinate, which is given by ax in direction of ax plus ay in direction of ay plus az in direction of az, and its equivalent in circular cylindrical coordinate system B. It is denoted by b, and it is b rho in direction of a rho plus b phi in direction of a phi plus bz in direction of az, where b rho, b phi, bz are also function of rho phi z. Because this is circular cylindrical coordinate, so this component must be in terms of only rho phi z. Okay, now to get this conversion, we will use the property or the fact that a component of vector c along vector d is c dot ad, where ad is unit vector along vector d, and I have discussed this or showed this in my first lecture. So vector component of vector c along vector d is c dot ad, and here what is this b rho? This b rho is actually component of vector a along rho direction. This b phi is what? This b phi is actually component of vector a. This is vector a, means this is in rectangular coordinate system, but okay, it is a vector. So b phi is component of this vector along phi direction. bz is component of this particular vector or this a vector along z direction. So what should be b rho? B rho should be, use this relation, then b rho should be what? B rho should be a dot a rho. B phi should be what? B phi should be a dot a phi. bz will be what? Bz will be a dot a z. Okay, so this using this relation I can calculate b rho, b phi, bz. So how to calculate this? See, vector a is what? Ax plus ay plus az dot. So this is vector a, and b rho is this vector dot a rho, and it will gives you ax times ax dot a rho plus ay times ay dot a rho plus az times az dot a rho. But you know that this rho and z are mutually perpendicular or they are orthogonal, so az dot a rho will be 0, so I have not used that term here. Similarly, b phi is what? Just like previous one, I have written this a vector dot a phi, and again this az dot a phi component will vanish because z and phi are orthogonal to each other. So we will have just ax times ax dot a phi plus ay times ay dot a phi. And for bz, this is vector a dot az, and here I have only just az, because ax dot az is 0, ay dot az is 0, and az dot az is 1. So bz will be simply az, and it should be az because it is component along z direction only. Okay, so now I have to calculate this ax dot a rho, ay dot a rho, ax dot a phi, and ay dot a phi. To calculate this, just use this figure. This figure is the figure that I have used here only. This figure is redrawn here. Okay, just I have redrawn here. Now see this from this figure. Here I have also shown the direction for that a rho, ax, and ay. So this was your rho, and increasing rho is here, so this will be direction of a rho. This is your direction of ax, this will be direction of ay. Now what I have to calculate? I have to calculate ax dot a rho and ay dot a rho. So from this figure, see, this is your a rho's direction and this is your ax direction, and angle between ax and a rho is what? Phi. So a rho dot ax will be what? Cos phi, because unit vector means that magnitude of a rho and magnitude of ax is 1. So the dot product should gives you mod of a rho multiplied by mod of ax times cos of angle between them. Okay, but mod of a rho and mod of ax is 1. So this a rho dot ax will be what? Cos phi. Okay, this is actually a rho dot ax. I have written like a rho dot a rho, but it is a rho dot ax. Please correct this also. Okay, this is a rho dot ax, and so it is cos phi. Similarly, see here, the a rho dot ay is what? Or yeah, a rho dot ay will be what? This is just a component here, so it is what? A rho mod of a rho multiplied by mod of ay multiplied by cos of this angle, and this angle is what? This angle is phi. So and this angle is actually phi, and this angle is 90 degree. So this angle is 90 minus phi. So overall a rho dot ay is cos of 90 minus phi, that is sin phi. So what we get? We have a rho dot ax is cos phi and a rho dot ay is sin phi, and since ax dot ay is same as ay dot ax, so I can write it like ay dot a rho also. Okay, so this is the two relations, this one ax dot a rho and ay dot a rho. Now I have to calculate ax dot a phi and ay dot a phi. For this conversion or to find this relation, I have just drawn the figure here for phi's, considering the angle phi also. So this was your x, this was your x direction, this was your y direction, this is your a rho direction, and you know this angle phi is in anti-clockwise direction like here. So phi is what? You know that this phi is a phi and a rho are mutually perpendicular, that phi axis and rho axis are orthogonal to each other. So a phi and a rho will be perpendicular, and this is the angle. So this is your a phi direction. See, this I have shown here, this line is your a phi direction. Okay, so this is your ax, this is your ay, this is your a rho, and perpendicular to this a rho in anti-clockwise direction, this is your a phi direction. Now I have to just calculate the angles between a phi and x and a phi and y to calculate that dot product. So see, from here this angle is phi, that means this angle is phi. Okay, this angle is phi, and you know that this angle, actually this one, let me draw it again. this is 90 degree, this angle is phi, so this angle will be what? 90 minus phi. Okay, now I am just removing these highlighters. So this angle is 90 minus phi, and you know that this angle is 90 degree because this is the direction of arrow and this is direction of a phi. So this angle is 90 degree and this angle is 90 minus phi, so this angle is phi, and since this is phi, so this is also 90 minus phi because this angle is 90 degree. Okay, so all the angles are written or calculated. Now I have to find the dot product. So ax dot a phi will be what? See, ax is in this direction and a phi is in this direction, so its dot product must be negative because it will be somewhere here. Okay, and if I use just the mathematics, then angle between ax and a phi is what? Angle between ax and a phi is this much, and this angle is what? This angle is basically, see, this is phi and this angle is phi, and this angle is, this angle is 90 degree, this angle is phi, so this overall angle is what? 90 plus phi. So ax dot a phi will be what? Ax dot a phi will be cos of 90 plus phi, and it is minus sin phi, or you can say from this figure, from this side, see, this is ax is in this direction, so this direction will be what? Minus ax. So I have just considered this minus here by reversing ax direction, and cos of this angle is 90 minus phi, so this is minus of cos 90 minus phi. So ax dot a phi is what? Minus sin phi, and for for a phi dot ay, I have to calculate angle between a phi and ay. So angle between a phi and ay is this, and this angle is phi, so a phi dot ay will be simply cos phi. Okay, so now you have all these four values, and I can write this as a matrix also. So this is the table for dot product between ax, ay, az and arrow a phi, az. You people must be very much familiar with this, means you have to remember this, because for conversion you don't need to go again and again this derivation, just remember this and use it directly. So what I got, substituting the values of these dot products, I will be provided with b row like ax cos phi plus ay sin phi, b phi will be minus ax sin phi plus ay cos phi, bz will be az, and I can write this in matrix format also. So this can be written like this, particular thing can be written like b row b phi bz, then ax ay az, and here it will be cos sin 0 minus sin cos 0 0 0 1. See, from here cos sin 0 minus sin cos 0 0 0 1, because this is az. Okay, x y and az. Okay, so this can be written like a matrix here, and in general we can transform one coordinate system to another using a transformation matrix, which I can write like this. Here I have written it. So here what actually I am doing, I am transferring a circular cylindrical coordinate system rho phi z to a rectangular coordinate system x y z. So here output will be your ax ay az, and input is actually, input means what we have with us is the coordinates of cylindrical coordinate, that is b rho b phi bz, and the transformation matrix is like this. suppose this is the output. Output means final coordinate system. So write the direction of this coordinate or unit vector along unit vector for this coordinate, like in vertically, like this: ax, ay, az, ax, ay, az, ax, ay, az. And here what is the input? Input is b rho, b5, bz. So unit vector corresponding to this cylindrical coordinate will be written in horizontal direction. So see, here it is a rho, a5, az, a rho, a5, az, a rho, a5, az, and it is the actually dot product of these two unit vector in transformation matrix. So it is actually ax dot a rho, ax dot a5, ax dot az, and likewise all the components. And you have already seen this component, this what is ax dot a rho, ax dot a5. So you must be familiar with this, and this actually this product should be okay. Where this matrix, this ax dot a rho, ax dot a5, you can get this from this table. This table you have to remember. So ax dot a rho is cos phi, and a rho dot ax is also cos phi. Ax dot a phi is minus sin phi, and a phi dot ax is also minus sin phi. And likewise you have to remember this table, and if you know this table, then you can transform cylindrical to rectangular or rectangular to cylindrical. For rectangular to cylindrical, what you have to do? Here you will write b rho, b phi, bz. Here it will be b rho, it will be b phi, and then bz. Here it will be ax, ay, az, and this will be something like this. It will be b rho, b phi, bz, b rho, b phi, bz, b rho, b phi, bz dot, this will be ax, ay, az, ax, ay, az, ax, ay, az. So the thing that you have to remember here is that this term will be in vertical direction. This term means unit vector for this will be in vertical direction, and unit vector for this will be in horizontal direction, and then we take dot product of those. Okay, so now let's see a problem on how to solve transformation from one vector from one coordinate to another coordinate. So here is the problem: transform vector b, which is defined as yax minus xay plus z, it is a z actually, okay, into cylindrical coordinate system. So you can see here it is in rectangular coordinate system. You have to find corresponding cylindrical coordinate for this, means what will be this vector in cylindrical coordinate. So you know that this is the relation between cylindrical and rectangular coordinate. So b rho, b phi, bz is this transformation matrix dot ax, ay, az. Okay, so here what is ax? Ax is basically when you write the any vector, so vector is written like what? Vector is written like ax in the direction of x plus ay. It is like this. No, wait. Okay, so we can write a vector a. Normally, this is vector a actually. Normally a vector a is written like what? It is written like ax in direction of ax, ax in direction of ax plus ay in direction of ay plus az in direction of az. Okay, so the component of, you can see from here. So here from this figure, from this problem, component ax, or rather say this ax, actually ax should be what? it should be y, and what should be value of ay then? Ay should be the component with ay, and that component here is minus x, and component with z axis is az, and that is here z. Okay, so ax, ay, az is like this, and I just substitute these values of ax, ay and az from here to here and solve this matrix, then I will get this. So b row is what? B row is ax cos phi plus ay sin phi plus 0 into az, that is 0. So see, it is ax cos phi plus ay sin phi plus nothing, that is 0 actually. Okay, then b phi will be what? B phi will be minus sin phi ax plus cos phi ay and plus az times 0. So it is minus ax sin phi plus ay cos phi simply. Again this bz is what? So bz is 0 into az, 0 into ay plus 1 into az, so it is simply az. And now I put these values of ax, ay and az in these values here, ax, ay, az. So b row will be what? Y cos phi minus x sin phi. B phi will be this y sin phi plus ay is actually minus x, so it is minus of x cos phi, and bz equals to az, which is z simply. Okay, but in cylindrical coordinate all the values should be in row phi z. Okay, and I know what is the relation between row phi z and xyz. So x is what actually? X is row cos phi, y is row sin phi, as you have already seen from here. See, x is row cos phi and y is row sin phi and z is z. Okay, so I just use this relation and put here and put here. So we will get what? Just substitute that. So you will get b row will be, in place of x put row cos phi, in place of y put row sin phi, in place of z keep the value of z. Then you will get b row will be row cos phi sin phi cos phi minus row cos phi sin phi, this is 0. B phi is like this, minus of row sin square phi plus minus of row cos square phi. See here. Okay, b phi is actually what? Minus, oh, sorry, it is your minus of y sin phi, and y is what? Y is row sin phi. So it is what? Row sin square phi, and here is the minus sign. So it is minus row sin square phi plus minus x. So minus x is row cos phi. So it is minus row cos phi multiplied by cos phi. So it is cos square phi, and this is minus, you can minus row common, cos square phi plus sin square phi. So cos square phi plus sin square phi is 1. So this is simply minus row, and bz is z. So your final solution will be b row in direction of a row plus b phi in direction of a phi plus bz in direction of az. So b in cylindrical coordinate will be 0 a row, because this b row is 0, plus b phi, and b phi is what? Minus row. So it is minus row a phi plus bz az, and bz is what? Z. So plus z az. So b vector, or that vector b given in, so the vector b given in here, given in rectangular coordinate system is like this in circular cylindrical coordinate system. Next, in next video we will see transformation between spherical and rectangular coordinate system, and also between cylindrical to spherical coordinate system. Thank you.